Ms. Pruitt, and welcome to the month of November. With November and Thanksgiving being at the end of the month, I really want to focus this month on gratitude. So, today we're going to talk about what gratitude is, why it's important, and some ways that we can share and spread some gratitude. So, what is gratitude? I'm curious to hear everyone's thoughts on what they think gratitude is or what gratitude looks like to them. However, the official definition of gratitude is the ability to recognize and acknowledge the good things, people, and places in our life. Um, I'm not sure if there's anyone in the entire world, there probably is, but I don't know many people who don't like to be appreciated in some way or have someone go out of their way to acknowledge something they've done for them, or just being grateful for having them in their lives. For example, if a friend goes out of their way to do you a favor, you would probably feel grateful for towards them, and vice versa. I think a lot of the times we just assume that you know people are grateful when we do nice things for them, but who doesn't love hearing words of gratitude or affirmation? So that's why we're talking more about gratitude, because it is so important, and there's actually some health and social benefits with gratitude. Like I said, gratitude is good because it feels good. If you've ever given a compliment or done a random act of kindness, you know that it feels good to do those things. There are people who absolutely love to give gifts and not receive gifts. And I think that's because gratitude is a positive emotion and it just feels good to be grateful. It feels good to do nice things for others. So just remember that if you're having a hard day, maybe just kind of thanking someone for something they might not expect to be thanked for might go a long way for both that person and for you. Gratitude leads to better physical health outcomes, and it makes relationships stronger because it involves recognizing other people for their kindness. And like I said, who doesn't like being recognized for doing kind things? And overall, in the long run, it makes people feel happier. So, as you can see, there's a lot of benefits to gratitude, which is why we are talking about it. So, I want you just to pause, take some time to think about what you're grateful for. It could be a person in your life, it could be something that you have going on at school, or a material possession, or a pet. So, just take some time and just think about something you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be life changing or monumental. It could be that you're grateful for the lunch you packed today. So just take some time to think about it. And then, oh, here are some examples of things you could be grateful for. Like I said, having supportive people in your life, coaches, teachers, mentors, parents, your pet. I am grateful for my pet. If you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with my French Bulldog, Winnie. And you can also be grateful for something as simple as seeing your friends at school. I think sometimes we take a lot of things for granted, and that's why we want to kind of focus on slowing down and thinking about things that we are grateful for, and not only thinking about it, but really expressing that gratitude. Perfect timing. Expressing gratitude. So, gratitude is a social glue and it really holds relationships together. So, expressing gratitude or saying thank you, again, even saying thank you goes a really long way with people. Again, it's really beneficial when you're building relationships with people or just keeping the relationships you have with people established, because it helps recognize the other person's efforts and makes the other person feel appreciated. But who doesn't love being appreciated? So again, gratitude is a choice. It's up to you to choose how you think. And I'll be the first to admit, sometimes this is a struggle for me. I think naturally sometimes I'm not necessarily a negative person, but I think my mind always goes to like the half glass empty. And so it's a choice for me every day to choose to be grateful, to choose to be positive. And I just want you guys to know that it's your choice to focus on either the good things in your life or the bad things. So just keep that in mind, that if we know gratitude is good for us and it feels good and there's benefits, why wouldn't we do it? You know what I mean? So you can also choose how you act. So it's your choice whether you want to do things that lift others up or bring others down. And if you've been in a situation where someone's done something that has brought you down and you know how that feels, I want you to keep that in mind when you're making decisions here at school, out in the community, at home with family and friends. You choose how you act. And I would just encourage you all to be the amazing people that you are and just choose to do things that lift others up instead of bringing them down. So again, you choose how you look at your life. You can spend all your time and energy thinking about all the things that go wrong. And I know that, the world is kind of a crazy place right now. And so focusing on the negatives or the things that aren't working right or all of the things that kind of bring us down or make us feel bad about ourselves, that's a choice. And so on the flip side, we can also choose to appreciate all the good things we have in our life. We can recognize other people's positive characteristics, or just, things that people do, and we can acknowledge it in a way that makes them feel better about themselves. So, like I said, November is kind of the focus on gratitude because the end of November is Thanksgiving, and that's really a time when people express what they're thankful for. Here at work, I am doing a gratitude challenge with staff members, and I would encourage you all to do the same. There are plenty of resources for like 30-day gratitude calendars. On November 20th, we are going to do a school-wide gratitude day that other schools in Jeffco will be doing as well. But just know that there are a lot of resources out there. So I would just challenge you all to find something and maybe kind of think about one thing you're grateful for each day to start. And if you want to expand, feel free to, add the addition of writing a letter to someone telling them how grateful you are. Or even just, thanking the person at King Soopers who's helping check out your food. Just really spending time being focused on things that are going well and acknowledging others when they do good things for you. So this also goes along with things that fill our buckets. So having our buckets full makes us happy because it usually means we're filled with a lot of good things in our life. It also makes us strong because it's like having a full tank of gas. Like with our buckets full, we are more open to trying new things, or it's easier for us to solve problems because we're motivated to not give up. And so not only does having a full bucket make us feel good because we're filled with all the things that bring us joy, but it helps us to be strong and be more resilient. So kind of to come back from things that maybe have brought us down. So bucket filling is very important, and finding those things that fill our bucket instead of drain our bucket is equally as important. So here are some examples of things that fill people's buckets. Some you might be like, oh, yep, I'm in that category, it fills my bucket. Others you may be like, not so much. And that's okay. Different strokes for different folks. So some examples of bucket fillers are being friendly, expressing gratitude, complimenting someone on their strengths or talents, encouraging someone to pursue their goals, or showing compassion. So I just want you to think about this, not only today, this week, this month, but just kind of in the near future. Just think about things that you can do to bring others up and to also fill yourself up, because that can be just as important. So again, we can practice kindness towards others by saying thank you for doing something kind for you, or really focusing on behaviors that people do that exemplifies who they are as a person. So for example, you could say, hey, Sally, I really appreciated your jokes yesterday. Your humor helped pick me up. Because sometimes if you're like, hey, Sally, thanks for telling me that joke, they don't really know how important it meant. And so adding that kind of like, hey, that joke really helped lift my spirits, or I was having a bad day and your joke turned my day around, that really specific praise can be really important and beneficial. So on Friday, you will have the choice to participate in the community circle where you're talking about different things you're grateful for, or you will be able to practice gratitude in the form of writing an email to someone in your life, whether that's a teacher, a parent, friend, coach, who might have noticed you or your talent, and just letting them know that you are grateful. So your teachers will have more information for you on Friday. And again, just keep in mind, especially today, and like I said, the rest of the week and month, just focus on being grateful, and whatever that looks like for you. I encourage you guys to, start your own gratitude challenge, or if you're curious and want to see what we are doing as staff members in the building, reach out to me and I will be happy to share with you some of the resources that I'm sharing with staff. So, all of that to say, have a great Wednesday, happy November, and I am grateful for every single one of you. I am so lucky that I get to work at a school with students who are amazing, with other staff members who I love and enjoy working with. And I just want to express all my gratitude to you guys because you're amazing and I love being part of the Dunstan community. So have a good day and see you around.